This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a portfolio to showcase your work, a store to sell your products and services, or a blog to share your ideas, Squarespace gives you everything you need to make your next move into a reality. Not to mention, with Squarespace's beautifully designed templates and customizable features, creating a beautiful website is a simple and intuitive process. Simply add and arrange your content with but the click of a mouse, my dear boy. Start your free trial today at Squarespace.com and enter offer code BANGBANG to get 10% off your first purchase.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
1 for the money, 6 for the show, 12 to get ready, and 27 for not knowing how to count. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Ooh, thank you, Joe Jaffa, for that catchphrase. I'm going to start making fun of the people who submit catchphrases who are nice enough to spend their creative energy on a catchphrase. Oh, thank you, Joe Jaffa. Midweek Comedy Bang Bang emergency session has come to order mere hours before we release. Why is that? Well, every once in a while, a rare talent comes to me and says, you know what? I want to get out there. I want to plug something that's coming out, something that's already out, something that is still to come. And a person with many projects like that just will call me up randomly and go, get in here to the studio. And this is no exception. You know him as Nick the Dick?
No, it's Nick the Dick.
Nick the Dick?
Yeah. I'm Nick the Dick Kroll. I'm known for my dick, first and foremost.
Wait, are you known for having a good dick or a bad dick?
Look, I can't reveal that. If you don't know.
If you don't know, you don't know.
I know, but I am I guess I'm 3 years running garbage dick of the year.
Garbage. So does it spew garbage, or it likes to rest in garbage, or?
Again, all the voters had their interpretation of what it meant.
Got it.
I got a garbage dick though, and that's what I'm here to promote.
Just vile spewing.
Oh, it's a real trash receptacle.
Wait, it's a receptacle.
Yes.
So it accepts dick.
It
accepts garbage
wide.
in
You know
the
what the mouth of a penis?
Sure. I'm surprised it took us this long to start talking about penises, by the way. But yes, the mouth of the penis, the eye.
My nickname in high school was Grand Canyon because I got a real wide crater of a dick mouth.
And Lawrence Kasdan made a terrible mistake.
I remember seeing that movie, being a kid and seeing that movie Grand Canyon, being like 11 and being like, this is an important film.
I remember being an adult going, this is bullshit. My impression of the end of that movie is motherfucking Grand Canyon. Oh my God, the Grand Canyon.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're all like sort of dubious about the Grand Canyon. Then they look at it and they're like, this is fucking.
There's a
puts life into perspective.
There's a majesty.
Mm-hmm. Your Majesty. By the way, am I to call you Your Majesty?
I am King Garbage Dick.
Okay.
But you
the
can
Honorable King Garbage Dick. Nick King Garbage Dick Kroll is with us.
Yes.
He's been on the show as long as we've been doing it.
Isn't that... Well, look at that.
8 years now.
8 years.
Can you believe it? You've
and
been
so rarely as myself, Nick Kroll.
That's right, but here you are, and it's at times like these, as the Foo Fighters once said, and I think they sang it a few times too.
Yeah.
It's at times like these that we need to talk to you personally because you have two things going on, and we need to get the word out about these things.
Look, I'm just trying to get out there and spread the word. So if people want to get out there and use the hashtag and...
Mm-hmm. Oh, what is the hashtag? I didn't hear about that.
And I just want to make sure that everybody's using it because when I'm here today...
Whoa! Almost knocked... You're gesticulating so wildly with your hands. That's part of seeing Nick Kroll live. He does a lot with his hands.
You got to see my handwork. You got to see it. And I learned that from Goldblum. I did watch a Goldblum Insta story today.
Did you?
And he's doing... Did you?
What an interesting life choice.
He's doing amazing, really gorgeous handwork. I wasn't listening to it. It was on silent.
He definitely has a lot of... He'll like to touch people.
He likes hands. He likes to use his hands.
Mm-hmm.
and this is, and this is a roundabout, but this is what I want to plug.
Sure.
He plays my father in the league.
Yes.
So I want to get the word out about the league.
Oh, okay. So, and I've been tweeting you, and every Instagram post you make, I make a little comment. Bring back the league. Bring back the league.
When are we bringing back the league?
Bring back the league.
Well, that's what I'm here to do, guys.
Great. So even if it's just you and Goldblum, you're bringing it back.
It's just
a league of your own.
A league of our own, and that's the show. And it's me and Jeff Goldblum trying to pass as women to play in an all-women's baseball league.
Right. It's kind of a Juana Man meets the league.
Meaning like Jew.
Juana Man. Yeah, exactly. And I've talked about this many times on the show, and maybe you have an opinion on this.
Yeah, of
Juana
course.
Man, the title of Juana Man, shouldn't it be Juana Be a Man?
Yeah, Juana Be a Man or
Juana Be a Woman?
Juana Be a
Juana
Woman.
Be a Woman.
Juana
You know
woman?
what I mean?
Juana,
It doesn't make any sense.
Juana be a woman?
Why would a guy? Why would you go up to a woman basketball player and say, "Do you want a man?"
Yes.
It should be, "Do you want to play basketball?"
Yes. Yes. Why didn't they make it, "Do you want to play basketball?"
Okay, good. I'm glad that
No,
you
I'm
and
in
I-
agreement.
Okay. Every time I bring it up with people, they try to shoot holes in this.
Why?
theory.
It's bulletproof. It's a bulletproof. And I also want to get the word out about Bulletproof, the movie.
Yes, of course.
The
A great-
Jet Li film?
I believe you might be talking about a movie. I think.
Is it called Bulletproof?
I don't know. It probably is.
I'd like to give a shout out. I want to get the word out about Bullet Rye and Bullet Whiskey and Bullet Bourbon and Bullet Rye.
Of course, all the proofs.
All the proofs. And I want to talk about how they figured out how to make a bottle look old and how much I want that in my whiskey.
What do you think about the Dan Aykroyd Skull vodka?
Crystal Skull vodka?
Yeah.
I
best.
love it knowing that Dan Aykroyd believes that each of those crystal skulls is a ghost.
Is a ghost really that he needs to bust?
Gentlemen. Yeah.
So he created Crystal Skull vodka so he can bust more ghosts?
Inside of this crystal skull, you will find the liquid souls of those undead.
Is that, by the way, is that a Dan Aykroyd impression?
Yeah. Gentlemen. Yes.
Your key into it seems to be the word gentleman.
Gentlemen.
So do you think Slimer had a skull when he was alive? AKA Onion Head, of course.
Onion Head?
Yeah,
What?
that's his original name.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's what they called him, and then it became popularized as
like
Slimer.
in the script, he was Onion Head.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
what do you think? Like, where was Slimer Onion Head on the call sheet?
Now you're talking my language because I love talking about call sheets.
What number was he on the call? It's like, all right, so Bill Murray is Bill Murray 1 on the Ghostbusters call sheet?
He's definitely number one. I think
Aykroyd 2?
Aykroyd's got to be 2. Although Ramis had been in Stripes, I don't know. But I think Aykroyd, because of the SNL, he's a not ready for primetime player. Dan Aykroyd, musical guest,
Ellen Cleghorn.
musical guest, a chair. You have to presume that he was number 2.
Okay.
3 would be Ramis. Who's number 4 in this though? The mayor?
Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond.
Oh, or Hudson, I guess.
Ernie Hudson, and then we've got Lori Petty. We've
Sure.
got
Yep.
not Lori
Tank
Petty.
Girl herself.
Not Lori Petty. Who's the Annie Potts? Annie
What about
is-
Sigourney?
Sigourney.
She's been in Alien. Maybe she's 2.
Maybe she's 2.
I don't know.
Or
I bet
they give her one. Maybe they give her one.
Yeah,
No.
maybe they give
Bill's
her a
already
boost.
a star.
I don't know. I want to see
what
one of
about
these call
Onion
sheets.
Head?
But that's the thing. Onion Head, you got to presume that he was maybe like 30 on the call sheet. Suddenly, he's so popular, people are calling him Slimer. And now on the cartoon, he's like basically one of the Ghostbusters in the cartoon.
Yeah.
So he's like number 4.
Yeah.
On the
higher
cartoon.
or higher than Ernie Hudson in the cartoon.
And Ghostbusters 2, all bets are off at this point. He might be number 1.
I do want to promote Ghostbusters 2 really quickly.
Okay, great. Thanks.
I wanted to get
Ghostbusters as well. You
and
mean?
use the hashtag. Is that what it's called?
Ghostbusters. I think
as
all
well.
sequels should be called as well.
As good as it gets as well.
As well. Why do you think that's going to have a sequel? They've already done as
Jack
good as it
Nicholson's
can
like,
get.
Yeah. He's like, I
Did you say Jack Nicholas?
Jack Nicholas. They couldn't get Nicholson for the second one,
So they just get Nicholas?
Jack Nicholas.
And he is always like, it's in the hole.
Yeah.
Speaking of holes, you had a hole in your schedule and you filled it with these projects.
Yes.
We have, of course, the Oh Hello
Hello on Broadway.
Which is on...
In case people forgot where it was on Broadway, and that's the name of the show. Oh, Hello on Broadway.
Mm-hmm. So this is you hedging your bets like you might do an Oh, Hello, taped special or something.
We might do an Oh, Hello at Madison Square Garden, but that would be a different thing.
No one able to hear.
Yes.
Boy, that tuna looks tiny.
That tuna looks tiny, but yeah. Don't skimp on the scampi.
But that dick.
There was a time when me and Mulaney would drink tuna teenies every week when we did the show live in the East Village, and this is all part of the oral history. This is part
of the Hollywood lore.
I can't wait. I want to promote the oral history of Oh Hello.
Is this it? Is this the oral history?
It's part of it. The crew filming this podcast, it'll go into the B-roll.
We have a big crew. We have a crew of about 50 doing this.
I always have it. I now have a crew of at least 50.
You're like Rockwell. I remember when he came out with the song Somebody's Watching Me, he showed up to Kiss FM with Rick Dees in the morning, and he showed up with a giant film crew, and he was like, oh, I'm filming all of my life now.
Really?
And
Is this the guy who wrote I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me?
Yes, he's the guy who sang it, certainly. I always wonder how long that lasted, like before the money ran out. Was it 1 week?
Wait, but let's not walk away from you showing the importance of the songwriter in this process.
Yeah, I don't know who wrote it, to be quite honest. He definitely was a singer, but he was Barry Gordy's son, I believe.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. What's the name of the song?
We're talking about a person, not a song.
Yes. What's the difference?
Somebody's watching me.
Well, what about Toxic?
You mean the Britney Spears song?
Oh, that's her name. Yeah, I call her Toxic.
Okay, you just call her Toxic.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so Oh Hello, we've already talked about it at length.
But we haven't. But Oh Hello is on Broadway, is now on Netflix, and this is a streaming service.
Why is it called Oh Hello on Netflix?
Well, because we shot it on Broadway.
It doesn't make any sense at this point. I'm out.
That's it?
I'm done.
Is this like, so you wouldn't watch Juana Man?
I'm not going to go to Broadway to watch a TV show.
That's the whole point, is you don't have to.
What?
You can go on Netflix. And again, I just want to quickly talk about streaming services in general.
Oh, great. You were going to say something about
Netflix,
Juana Man, though?
Hulu, CISO, any of these streaming services, Amazon.
Juana Man.
Juana Man.
You know, where it just streams Juana Man.
If you want to watch Juana Man, then
that's what it should have been called.
You could go to.
Do you want to watch a movie? That's what it really should have been called.
And again, this movie, Kevin Bacon was not in that movie. That's the air up there.
Right, exactly. No, he's definitely not in the air up there.
Kevin Bacon is.
Kevin Bacon is, of course.
Juana Man is not in the.
No, Juana Man, to my knowledge, has not starred in any other movie other than Juana Man. Which is weird because, you see a movie like that and you're like, God, Juana Man, she's hilarious. Put her in another movie. You know what I mean? It's like when I go see those Scooby-Doo movies. It's like Scooby-Doo is a major star. His name is the title of the movie.
Yeah.
You can't put him in some other movie? Like a Star Wars film or something? He's like box office poison or something.
Honestly, he's really turned the whole thing into he's doing so much behind the scenes on those movies that he doesn't really leave himself much time to do other people's stuff. He's a control freak.
Is he?
People don't realize that Scooby's a control freak.
Okay. Well, we've already discussed Oh Hello, so we're
done with that?
Yeah, we're done with that. Let's put that in the rear view.
John Mulaney.
Sure.
So likable.
He's what really sells it to me.
He's
why I watch.
To see a guy like John Mulaney, and I want to promote John Mulaney's stand-up, whether it's a comeback kid, new in town, some of his great talk show appearances.
Sure.
He recently talked about Donald Trump and being a horse in a hospital, and Stephen Colbert. And I'd love to just quickly give a plug.
Everyone watch that, definitely.
Go to Stephen Colbert, and that's on YouTube, which is almost like a streaming service.
It's a lot like watching Oh Hello without having to deal with you.
Yes, you're going straight to the source.
Just right to Mulaney.
Yes. So it's anyway, it's a great show. I highly recommend watching it over and over.
Oh, we're back to this?
We're back to it. No, I'm talking about Stephen Colbert show.
Okay, yeah, watch it over. It's on 5 days a week, so
it is. But watch the same episode over and over. Learn every moment, memorize it, and then lip sync it to your family.
To your family.
Is that how I get? That's how I got into comedy.
Sure.
My whole family would sit around the living room,
and you would lip sync old Colbert episodes.
Back in the day. I don't want to date myself, but I would lip sync Tom Snyder for my family.
Let's move on to your next project. This is out next week, and this is why part and parcel of why this emergency session was called.
This was an emergency session.
Because we have a movie coming out next week, and you want everyone to go see it. And I haven't seen a lot about this movie, and that's why we need to bang the drum.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We need to let people know that Nick Kroll and the likes of a Nick Kroll is in this movie.
It's called, I want to say it's called Bang the Drum, but it's not.
Slowly.
What movie was that?
Bang the Drum Slowly is, and I'm guessing because I've never seen it, but it's about an Apache warrior who plays baseball?
Is that really?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I would watch that movie.
Sure, let's make that movie.
Okay. Honestly, everybody's making movies these days. There's nothing
Everyone has
easier
one.
to do.
There is, every week, a movie comes out that stars someone I know.
That's the
truth. You know what I mean?
This particular movie that I'm here to promote is a movie called The House.
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 No, it's pronounced House.
In
Like
Germany, it might be released as House.
H-A-U-S.
I don't know if you remember the famous TV show House, and I'd love to talk about Hugh Laurie and
Let's
the
talk
jump
about him
that
at
he
length.
made from drama to comedy. He was a comedian, then he gets into drama,
Sure.
and then he does The Night Manager. And Tom
And now
Hiddleston.
we're just not sure what he's doing.
Right, and we're talking, but let's talk about the work that Tom Hiddleston's doing around the planet, in the Sudan, everywhere.
Oh, I love it.
And he's talking about it.
and he loves talking about it, and he's a
loves
hero.
to talk about it. He's a hero.
Yep.
And so I want to talk about that and that.
Yep.
But just to go back,
It's weird. He plays a villain in the Avengers movies, but he's a hero in real life.
Isn't
going
that-
to the Sudan. Isn't that ironic?
it is ironic, but that's what makes the work. You got to do the work.
Mhm.
And
The very definition of irony.
so is that the definition of irony?
Yep. Pick up a fucking book, Nick.
So I picked up a script, and it was called The House.
Very
and I
good.
read it, and I was just immediately taken with how much I wanted to be in a studio comedy.
And did someone call you and say, no, we're not offering you the Will Ferrell part. We're actually offering you a tinier part?
Well, I did, ironically, me and
There's
Jason.
that definition again.
Do you know Jason Mantzoukas?
Passing familiarity.
Okay, I want to just talk about his work.
Okay, great.
Uh,
Bring back the league, by the way.
To the league, and we'll bring back the league. And I want to just talk about that. And I want to talk about Jason Mantzoukas,
good.
who has a show here on Earwolf's Network.
What?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
So I want to quickly plug How Did This Get Made? I don't think anyone in the CBB universe probably knows about How Did This Get Made.
Probably not.
But it's a great podcast.
Podcast?
You know what? Yeah, okay. So I want to
You're
talk
gonna
about
plug podcasting in general?
I want to plug podcasting.
I'm into it.
It's this great way for people to share stuff and like
Audio
listen
files.
to. Well, yeah, it's a great way for.
It's like Napster.
Yes. But
Yes.
and you can steal it for free.
Yes, exactly.
But not some of it.
Nope, some of it's behind the paywall.
Musical guest behind the paywall.
So the House next
The House,
week.
Jason Mantzoukas, Amy Poehler, Will Ferrell. These are these
Now you're speaking my language. English.
English. Wait, do you speak any other languages?
I speak Latin. Pig
You
Latin.
do?
Pig Latin.
Pig Latin. Is that when they teach you that in school for the pig SATs? It actually is very helpful for the pig SATs.
I showed up to the pig SATs. They're like, you're a human being. Get out of here.
Yeah, you were like, oh, but these pigs are so smart.
The pig SATs, by the way, are just a lure, and then they turn them into bacon.
Oh, that's
They're like,
the dream.
oh, I passed, and then
Yeah.
boom, yeah,
Take
pork
a
chops,
test.
pork chops, and applesauce.
Wow, I do like pork chops.
Do you now?
Yeah, and
Let's
I
talk
like-
about that. Let's forget about
Well,
the
I want
house.
to plug
People-
pork chops.
Sure.
I want to plug. There's been a lot of negative stuff about killing and eating pigs recently. How they're very smart, but here's my angle.
Yep.
They're delicious. I mean, come on.
I mean, smart things can be delicious.
I would eat my brother if he were as good as bacon. Anyway,
He might be good as bacon. Until you try it, how do you know?
my brother is as good as Kevin Bacon. He's not an
in
actor.
the movie.
I Love Dick, the show.
Wait, what was the movie you said Kevin Bacon was in earlier?
They are up
Joanna
there.
Man. Joanna Man, that's right. So the
The
house,
House.
people
But
can
here's
see
what I
it.
would say about this movie, The House.
Okay, do you have to say anything about it?
Here's
It
what I'll
speaks for
say, and I
itself.
want to go on record as saying this.
Okay.
There are so many funny people in this movie. Lennon
did
Parham,
not get a call.
A Rory Scovel, no Scott Aukerman.
No. So if you're not into that,
Yeah, if you don't, Allison Tolman, Fargo fame, Downward Dog. I have a wonderful romantic.
wonderful comedy Bang Bang sketch that we spent the day together.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yes. Running out of people.
No, there's so many that I don't even know. Okay, yes, of course. Who could forget Michael Imperioli
From Shark Tale?
from
Whom I coached during his
What was it
VO
like?
session.
Let's go, and I just want to quickly plug the movie Shark Tale, which you have a writing credit on.
I have in animation they don't give real writing credits.
No,
but I got
why would you?
I got an additional dialogue credit.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So I wrote additional dialogue.
You got to coach Michael Imperioli, who was in the thick of Sopranos fame at
He
this
was.
moment.
He was a lot of Sopranos people, and I occasionally would be there for a VO recording session, and I would read with the person and sort of give them notes on how they were doing it. And Michael Imperioli was one that was he was a pleasure, but
He
and
came in
also
with an angle.
He was a serious actor.
Yes.
And reading these shark lines.
Well, I just read an article
Oh, very good.
that sharks can live up to 400 years before.
That's really
Feel
until
400
what? Until
years
they're
old.
turned into a cartoon?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they get drawn and they die.
Amazing.
Because a shark isn't alive until a human has captured his essence.
Well, we've covered the house.
We're done. We've
we're all
covered the
done-
house. We've
we're-
covered Oh Hello.
We're all done with you. So check
I like
out these
that
two projects.
my whole time on the show is an extended episode of plugs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a lot of what we talked to big celebrities about in the first segments.
I want to talk. Can I talk about other kinds of plugs?
Yeah, sure. What do you got?
Well, as someone who, as a child, would lick his finger and stick it in a socket, I want.
I was really interested in that sentence until you said socket. My interest was piqued.
Well, my butthole is a three-pronger.
Okay.
So-
Wait, do you have an European?
I have a European butthole and a.
I don't know why I was having trouble thinking of the word Europe.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's
but
tough,
no,
isn't it?
you know the old saying. I have a European butthole. And I got a European prong butthole and a turtleneck mouth dick.
Sure, I know
Garbage
the old
dick.
saying, of course. Yes.
You know.
Not a day goes by without me saying it.
I do think that it would relieve a lot of people anxiety if they just had a T-shirt that says "I have a garbage dick."
Is that a T-shirt? Should we make a T-shirt here at Earwolf that just says "I have a garbage dick"?
Sure.
It's not bad. We made Hey Nong Man T-shirts that are very popular
Yeah.
just from the Jason Mantzoukas.
I know.
Thing.
I want
so
to. Yes, Jason Mantzoukas, who I mentioned earlier.
Enough about him.
Okay, he's got a great podcast called
Sure he
"How
does.
Did This Get Made?"
Sure he does. But we need to get to our next guest, Nick,
Okay, great.
unless you want to.
No, I'd love to plug
sort
our
of
next
be
guest.
a Mike Hogg. Or,
Oh my God! Just to be a fly on the wall.
You want to be a fly on the wall?
Yeah, that's yes.
All right, let's try
Bye.
that. Oh my God, Nick turned into a fly, just like Jeff Goldblum.
Oh. What do we have here?
All right, we do need to get to our next guest, and this is a thrill to have this person on. I don't know a lot about this person's, a musician, certainly. I don't know a lot about this person's CV, as they say, but I have a name
Curriculum
here,
vitae.
a drummer by trade. Please welcome Liberty DeVito.
Thanks so much for having me. It's really it's a true honor.
Liberty DeVito. I don't know your work, I guess. The name is, I know Danny DeVito.
Oh,
Any
no relation.
No relation to
No
Danny
relation.
DeVito.
Except maybe back, in Italy or whatever, but no relation.
The old country.
That's right. That's what we call it.
By the way, this is Nick Kroll. He's turned into Jeff Goldblum as the Fly.
Very nice to meet you, Nick Kroll, turned into Jeff Goldblum as the Fly.
Liberty DeVito, true pleasure.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Liberty. Liberty.
What do you do for a living? You have beautiful hands.
Well, thank you so much. I am a drummer.
They're very calloused because of the sticks, I would imagine.
That's right. Yeah, a
Are
lot
they
of
called sticks? Are they
No,
called
yeah, we
sticks?
call them sticks. That's what drummers call them.
Isn't that kind of an emasculating name for
Sticks?
the tools of the trade? Sticks. You know what I mean? First of all,
I don't associate sticks with sissies.
well, I mean, it's like bang.
Like, look at that sissy with those sticks. That's not a thing.
What
that
about
I
a
would
sissy
say.
stick?
It's certainly not a sissy stick, maybe, but it's. I just mean that shouldn't they be called some sort of technical term rather than just like it's almost like calling them branches. Or
Well, I don't know
something.
if you've ever seen someone drum before, but we really just bang them.
I've never seen anyone drum actually.
Okay,
to
well,
be
what we
quite
do
Oh,
is-
you must.
We We have all these things in front of us, and we just hit them with those sticks.
What things do you have in front of you? What
They're
do you
called
mean?
drums.
They're called drums.
That's right. And someone who plays a drum is a drummer.
But Liberty, aren't some of them called toms? And some of them are called cymbals.
You know a lot about drums for somebody who's never seen a drummer before.
I'm very interested
He's
in
very
them.
well read. It's one of the interesting things about Scott.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh, you read
as
a lot of
Jeff
books.
has to fly.
Let me see
Read a
your
lot of-
hand.
You stay away from our hands, please. So you're a drummer, and
I don't drum so much anymore.
Why is that?
Well,
You're an older gentleman.
Why is
That's
your name
true.
familiar?
Well, for many years, I was the drummer for, I might have heard of him, Billy Joel.
Billy
International
Joel.
superstar Billy Joel.
Everyone
That's
knows
right.
Billy Joel, of course.
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows Billy.
Yeah, Billy
Billy's
Joel,
best.
the piano man himself. Does he like being
right.
called the piano man?
He does.
He loves it.
He
really.
loves it. If you're in the band, you have to call him Mr. Piano Man.
The Honorable Mr. Piano
The
Man.
Honorable Mr. Piano Man.
Wow.
And if you try to call him Billy, he reaches down in his pants, takes a little dump in his pants, and throws it at you.
In his actually, why doesn't he, pull his pants down, take the dump?
Doesn't like
He's a
people to see his dick.
gentleman. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe he should get that garbage stick t-shirt.
All right. Thank you, Nick, as Jeff, as Fly.
Buzz buzz.
So why don't you? I mean, that's a plum gig right there. I mean,
Oh, such a good gig.
Yeah.
We toured for years. Oh, it was the best on so many of the albums.
Can you do the?
Such a great time.
Can you do the drum beat from "Say Goodbye to Hollywood"? That's an iconic
Yeah.
beat.
Ready? Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, I'm never into the melodies.
Oh, you don't like the actual top line?
It's not my thing. Don't care about it that
yeah.
much.
And what happened? Why did you?
Billy fired me.
Billy fired you.
He did.
What's
it?
Why?
I don't know. To this day, I do not know.
He never gave you a reason?
Nope. We were about to fly back from a gig, and I went to go get on the plane, and they said, the plane's full, Liberty.
Where
And,
was the gig?
We were in Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah,
And the plane's full?
that's what he said.
So you had to get back from Sweden.
I had to get
yourself?
back from Sweden. It took me 7 months.
7 months to
Yeah.
get back from Sweden.
7 months. I had no money. All my luggage was already on the plane.
Oh no.
They took the drums.
Yeah, the drums up on the plane. Everything's on
Well,
the
you
plane.
can't drum without your drums. No
I have my
wonder he kicked
sticks.
you out of the
I have my sticks.
And did you fly back? Did you swim?
I walked down to Germany.
combination maybe. So a combination walk and then
Yeah, and then I swam.
a combination walk swim.
Then I lived.
You just lived.
I just lived
You
in Germany.
resided in
That's
Germany.
Right. Oh, I should have been clear. It took 7 months, but a lot of that was not traveling.
Okay, so how long was
You
the living?
experienced life.
Yeah, I lived in Germany for 6.5 months. And
Oh, okay.
then,
So
and then
about
I came
15
home.
days for travel?
That's right.
Like the Beatles.
Yeah. Oh, did they travel 15 days?
Yeah,
I don't know what this reference
The
is.
Beatles lived in Munich.
Well, Hamburg,
yeah.
perhaps doing
Traveling
sure.
for 15 days?
Yeah, I thought you were making a reference to traveling for 15 days.
Is
That's,
that a song as well?
well, it sounds like a Beatles song, honestly. 8 days a week,
Yeah.
traveling for
I got a
15
ticket
days.
to ride for 15 days?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You like the Beatles?
Oh, you know what? The Beatles are like an idol. You know what I mean? Ringo, to me, is the best drummer that's ever lived.
Can you do the beat to Come Together?
Come together, okay?
Dun, 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 dun. There's a little bit in there with Tom's like as well.
Yeah, but like I said, Ringo's terrible. So I
Ringo
hear that and I'm like, what are you doing, Ringo?
Right, you just
Sometimes-
would have done.
Come on.
So,
That's
Come
all
Together-
it needed. The bass is carrying it.
Come Together would have been dun 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 dun.
That's right.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah,
Sometimes it's the notes you don't play.
exactly.
Felonious.
So you have
So
no
something that
idea.
people don't know. Can I tell you a little something
Yeah,
that people
please.
don't know? The piano is a percussion instrument.
It bangs upon these strings.
That's right.
Almost the same way that you bang on these.
What
drums.
about a harpsichord?
Harpsichord is a stringed instrument.
But isn't the piano? It's a percussion / string instrument. I mean, it's a combination.
It is, but the way Billy plays it, that's
He's really pounding
That's
away.
really pounding
Banging away.
Have you ever
That's
seen
what he
his-
is.
have you
Angry
ever-
young man. Come on.
Have you ever seen his hands up close?
Oh, he's got the stubbiest fingers you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
Really?
Really
amazing.
stubby fingers. It's like a miracle that he makes a piano do anything.
Are they like garbage dicks? These fingers?
I would describe him as garbage. It's like 10 tiny little garbage dicks.
Wow, interesting.
I don't even know how he makes a chord sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like.
But I want to say, I don't want to disparage Billy. He's the best thing that ever happened to me in my whole life.
Was getting
Billy,
fired?
if you're listening to this, if you listen to this podcast, I don't know what I did. I would love a second chance.
Yeah.
Just tell me
you
what I
haven't seen
did.
any of the guys. You never saw I was going to say Max Weinberg. With
Max
Rock
Weinberg.
Band.
Yeah, he was. That was
Is he
not-
a friend?
was
Did you
not-
ever cross over?
Max Weinberg and I? Yeah, the most erect drummer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No, he sits,
He
up
sits up
very
very
straight.
straight.
His posture is amazing.
Oh, that's what you watch him drum. You're like, look at that posture.
Oh my God.
So amazing.
He never bends over for anything.
Doesn't he? Drops the stick. Somehow, it's just a new one in his hand. It never,
Boom, just
never
right
leans
there.
over.
Who else in the business do you admire?
Most of the drummers, his name is escaping me, but the one-arm
One-arm
drummer from Def Leppard.
Oh yeah, Sam.
Again, not very good, but he's handicapped, so
Well, he also
you do?
he engages a computerized system, which is kind of like cheating.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
then I
he uses
feel
his
ashamed
feet
that I
to
broke him
trigger drum sounds.
feel
don't
ashamed
know.
I brought
Aren't we
him up.
engaging a computerized system right now?
What, can I ask you something about your final show with Billy? Do
Yes.
you remember doing anything wrong?
I don't know. I mean, we rocked out "Good Night Saigon," but it's the hardest we've ever done it.
It's not really a hard song, by the way.
Yeah, but I have like a machine gun rat-a-tat right there in the middle of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sha-da-da-da.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I nailed the fuck out of that.
It's hard as night. Okay, if you're doing that at that
Yeah.
point in the song, maybe that's why he fired you. I don't know.
You think he fired me for what I did in the middle of "Good Night Saigon"?
I have
That's
no
the
idea.
middle of the concert thing. I had a lot of songs after that. We don't end on "Good Night Saigon." That'd be a downer of an ending.
Well, sure. I'm not
Stick
saying,
around for the encore. We're gonna do a
I'm not
song
saying
about
he's
Vietnam.
he's not ending the show because you made a mistake in the middle of a song. He's probably going to wait it out for the rest of the
Oh,
time.
you think he was just simmering
he might have been? Yeah.
just at the piano?
Yeah.
Yeah. He wouldn't have fired you in the middle of the show.
He did during "We Didn't Start the Fire." We were doing the encore, right?
Sure.
First song out, "We Didn't Start the Fire," which we all hate, but audiences love it.
How's
Right?
Billy feel about it?
Oh, he fucking hates it.
Yeah.
He hates
It's
it.
a lot to
so many
memorize.
lyrics he's got to memorize. He
Yeah.
reads his lyrics. He doesn't memorize them.
Yeah.
And he's doing it. He's doing the show. And it was every time he said, "We didn't start the fire," it was always burning since the world's been turning. He turned and pointed right at me.
Okay.
And he just stared at me.
And did he make a frowny face? You know
did
what I'm
look-
talking about,
he-
where the corners of your mouth.
Well,
turn
he was
downward?
singing, so you can't hold a frown and sing at the same time.
Well, let's try it. Okay.
and all those lyrics are
Let's
going.
let's sing it and see
Yeah.
if we can do it.
We didn't start the fire.
There's a big pause in there that you can do.
Just
get
do a big
good
frown?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he was pointing.
But normally he'd be smiling during the song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big, huge smile. He
even though-
grins like a little kid on Christmas morning. When
Even
sings
though
"We
he
Start
hates
the
the
Fire."
song, he still
That's
grins
right.
during it.
I would have thought he would have
Consummate
done it after Rock and Roll Cola Wars. I can't take it anymore. And then he looks
then a
straight
big
at
smile?
you. And then he looks at you.
Yeah, by that point, I was just like not looking up because I was like, oh, God, what's going on?
So you did sense there was some sort of friction.
I knew something was upset. Like, I think it started before the show, and I was
Friction
like, you don't-
starts fire too. By
That's
the way.
right, exactly. Maybe
Rocks.
that's what the connection was.
Sure, two rocks.
I think, if in retrospect, before the show, I did say to him, "You don't pay me enough, Billy Joel. I won't do any more shows if you don't pay me more."
Okay.
So I
So
wonder if that had anything to do with it.
But then he didn't say a word, and we just did the show.
he didn't say a word.
Not a word.
Is he normally a big confrontation guy?
He likes the box. He's a
Okay.
big boxer.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How much were you getting paid?
I was getting paid $3,000 per show.
That's a lot of money. How many
Yeah.
shows were you doing a year?
We would do anywhere from 10 to 15 shows a year.
It's not that great.
Billy doesn't like at that point in his career.
Yeah,
he
he
doesn't
was-
do that much.
This was and so you missed the whole Madison Square Garden residency.
I mean, I've been to a couple shows, but
Wait, you actually went to them?
I still love Billy. Come on, he puts
But
on
you
a
hate the
fucking great
melodies.
concert. I know, but his new drummer's not bad.
So you go to Billy Joel concerts just listening to the drums?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
He hits that rat-a-tat machine gun in
In the middle of it. Okay, you're very fixated on this.
Oh, it's like one of the best things that the drummer of Billy Joel gets to do.
How long did you drum with him?
27 years.
That's a long time.
Yes, the saxophone players.
Oh, Mark Rivera?
Yeah.
Mark is fantastic.
That man is sex
He
incarnate.
can blow a
isn't he?
sax, let
Yeah.
me tell you.
good friend
His
of
pubic
yours?
hair looks the exact same as the hair on his head.
I bet.
Really?
Yeah. He does like to show his dick.
Yeah. He does.
It happens. You'll get the 1-2 sometimes. Billy
Yeah.
poops in his hand, throws the poop, and then Mark's dick is out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the band, you still keep in touch with them, or are you dead to them?
Billy did tell them they weren't allowed to talk to me, so I get letters in
You
the
got
mail
iced.
from
You
Mark.
got iced.
I got ice.
Iced.
I thought he said I had AIDS, and I was like, no, thank you.
Do you? But I mean,
you have
that
it?
begs the question: do you
don't-
have AIDS?
Well, I don't think that's why Billy fired me.
But you do?
Well, we had this crazy night. We were in Sweden. Okay. It was
Wait,
the
this
night,
this is the last night.
Same
night
tour?
before.
Oh,
Night
okay.
before.
Oh, okay.
And we're all in Billy's hotel room, right?
Right, yeah.
And I come and I'm like, look, I found these prostitutes on the street. Right? And Billy's like, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
And I was like, you don't have to, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Right? It was like a dare.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
But
We've-
you're one
we've
that
all
you're
been
daring
there.
I
yourself
dare myself.
to do?
I was like, can I have sex with these prostitutes?
That's just you wanting to do something than doing it. It's not really a dare.
And
Well,
popularity, contrary,
Potato.
potato, is that Swedish prostitutes are some of the AIDSiest in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that true?
That's what I read.
I wish I'd known that before that. But here's the thing. I did get AIDS that night, right?
Right?
You already
No way
have it.
Billy knows that. The next morning when he's firing me.
Well, did you mention it, though? Because you
Well, I
forgot
didn't
that
know
you...
it. I found out I was living in Germany.
Okay.
Wait.
So he's a good guy. This had no bearing on
Who, Billy?
your firing.
Billy's
Yeah.
the best. I love Billy. It's the greatest.
Why did you want more money?
Well, here's the thing. I was getting $3,000 a gig, right?
Sure.
We're doing 10 to 15 a year.
About
That's only $30,000
$30,000 to
a year.
$45,000 a year.
Yeah, right. So I couldn't live
Right.
because we live in the New York area.
Would he allow you to take other gigs, or are you on retainer? And
No,
you-
I tried to start a Billy Joel cover band that was just the drum parts. It was a big failure.
Why?
so he allowed you to do that.
I didn't tell him.
Oh, okay.
And then he did find out about it. And we were called Rat-a-Tat.
Okay. Wait, was this named after that part in?
Yeah, the machine gun part in the middle of Good Night Saigon.
and then years later, there's a two-man band called Rat-a-tat.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Is that why you were shut down because of the real Rat-a-tat?
I was shut down. Billy sent me a cease and desist letter.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Did you ever think about doing a clown version of it called Silly Joel?
that's a good idea. Kids would like that.
Yeah, for kids and
Yeah.
do like we didn't start the fire, but with silly lyrics. Like,
Yeah.
But then you light fires and you light
And
the
it's like a
children on fire.
message of like, kids, don't start fires, kids.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you shouldn't start a fire.
You shouldn't start a fire. We're
Won't you start a
silly
fire?
Billy. You know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
That would be great. Why don't you just segue into something like that?
I still holding out hope Billy's going to bring me back.
I don't know. I mean, it's how long has it been
You
at
don't think
this
so?
point?
It's been 15 years.
15 years. That's a long time.
You
Yes,
think?
as Leonardo DiCaprio said to Kate Winslet in Titanic, that ship has sailed.
Did
Wait, was he
said that?
talking about the Titanic?
Was that when they're on the little door at the end?
Yeah.
And there's,
Very moving film.
But wait. He said that after it sank, or while they were
That's his
on
last
the.
words as he's freezing his body into the water.
I haven't seen.
so
the
he's a
film
little
side of it.
delirious. He thinks they got left behind by the boat. Not that the boat went in the water.
That's right.
Yeah.
he
Like I
doesn't-
got left behind by that plane, by Billy's plane.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I got to see it at some point.
That's a wonderful film.
Is it? Why weren't you in that?
Oh, I was. I was not allowed to be. And Billy Zane and I are not allowed in the same room at the same time.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, Liberty, I am so sorry to hear about your troubles. What are you?
Thank you.
Do you have any sort of plan for the future, or?
Right now, I'm working at a Panera Bread. Not in the front. I'm in the back, so that's good.
Okay, there's a lot of combinations in their pick three, aren't there?
Oh, it's like I think we did the math one time, and there's more than 9.
Do you eat the bread bowls?
The bread bowls, don't never eat the bread bowls at Panera Bread.
Why is that?
We reuse them.
Meaning, if someone doesn't eat the bread bowl, you
Yes.
just wash it out and
That's
put.
right. Oh, we don't wash it out.
Oh,
you can't wash it out;
God.
it gets soggy.
Oh,
So you just put the next soup in there and you send it back out.
God, that's
If
disgusting.
you leave more than 3/4 of a bread bowl, it's going back out.
How do you make up
That's
the?
Panera policy.
Wait, that's from corporate.
That's from the top. That's not just my Panera.
My Panera. Hey, there's a silly version
Maybe
of my
I could
Sharona.
do like bread themed
Sure.
songs.
Sure.
I only know Billy Joel's drum beats though.
Yeah.
So
You never learned anybody
You
else's.
never
music.
have
I
listened
was
to
with him
any
for
other song?
25 years. That's the only drum beats I learned.
When you are at home,
That's
do
why
you
I'm-
listen to Billy Joel exclusively?
Well, I have some of my old loops of just my drum tracks, so I'll listen to those.
When you were living in Germany,
Some
did you
like
visit
backup.
Vienna at all?
Vienna, Austria.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You know why?
You know, Billy wrote a song about Vienna.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly why.
That was about an old man sweeping up trash.
Not a
Yeah.
lot of drumming on that song,
No.
but
I would
maybe just
smoke
a little on the
cigarette
cymbal,
usually.
just a.
Was that a cigarette? What about Lullaby?
Lullaby, yeah, that's another
Good night, my
cigarette break.
angel. Yeah.
That sometimes I would slap some drums in.
See, there's another one of your problems.
Oh.
It's a tender song to his daughter, who I believe was on Top
Good
Chef or
night,
something.
What's that?
Wasn't his daughter on Top Chef?
Alexa Ray Joel?
It's possible.
Yeah,
She's also a wonderful musician in her own right.
Is she really? She has her own band.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What do
I
they
saw
call
an
it?
She got
episode of-
Christie's hair and Billy's eyes.
Yeah. That's exactly
Beautiful,
right.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
I maybe would have switched those, but
God makes his choices, and what are you going to do?
I did see her perform on an episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey.
She sang one of her own songs, or she sang
did.
one of her
It was
father's?
a great opportunity for her to get the word out about what she does.
She should just sing her father's songs, don't you think? I mean, he's great.
I think she calls herself Uptown Girl, and she tours as Billy Joel's daughter. You know?
And she reenacts the video, but she plays her mom
That's right.
in it. And Billy goes along on tour with her and just does the lip sync.
Just does himself.
Yeah, that would be
right.
amazing. Have you ever pitched this?
I don't know, like I said, I haven't talked to him in 15 years. I have so many. My house is covered in whiteboards where I just write ideas of things I could do about Billy Joel.
So it's just like a Homeland episode with just scraps everywhere,
That's
and
right.
clippings.
Yeah.
Wow, just
You've
all
really moved on.
He's still very popular.
He is.
Yes,
he's
he's
more
very
popular
popular.
than ever, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if ever.
Did you see him in Vegas with Elton?
No, I did not. I don't have enough funds to fly to Vegas.
Oh, you don't
I'm
have
still
the
kind of
miles.
trying to eke out the 30 to 45,000 I made for 25 years.
Where do you live?
I live in a small cabin. It's on the shore, which is beautiful in Long Island. So it's really, really beautiful. But it's a one-room cabin.
Beautiful country.
And,
A cabin. Why do you call it a cabin and not a house?
It's not heated. It has no indoor plumbing. But it's right on the shore. It's beautiful.
That sounds
It's
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The view of the water.
Oh, I can shit in the hole that I dug and look out at the ocean, and it's breathtaking.
Do you pull your pants down to shit, unlike Billy Joel?
I do. I should be clear. When Billy takes a shit, he does like a normal human being.
How do you know that?
He goes and sits on a tour. I mean, we toured together for a long time.
So you've gone in
I've
to
seen
see a lot
Billy
on the
Joel's
road.
shit before.
I see a lot on the road.
I have a lot of
Yeah.
follow-ups about
It's
that.
only
but-
when he's mad at you in a band
And
rehearsal.
he can control that.
That he poops the tiniest little bit in his hand. And he
Is it
throws
a
at
nugget?
you. Yeah.
Well, look, this is fascinating. Can you stick around? Because we need to take a break.
I literally have nothing to do. So.
Yeah, I bet. We need to take a break. When we come back, oh boy, we're going to have a returning guest that we talked to in Austin recently. This is very exciting to see what he's up to. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Hey there, pal. You got a lot of light bulbs appearing above your head? Is that right? Ideas, my dear boy. That's what I'm talking about. Do you have them? Do you have at least one? Do you have a really, really good idea? Hey, that's great, because whatever it might be, whatever your next big idea might be, there's someone, but it's more of a thing. I don't consider businesses to be people. There's something that you can count on, and that is the aforementioned business, Squarespace. That's right. Count on Squarespace to help you create an eye-catching online platform that brings whatever your genius idea is to life. L'chaim. Maybe you need a portfolio to showcase your work so you can show people everything that you do. Maybe you need a store to sell your products and services. Maybe you need a blog, a weblog, as a matter of fact, to share your ideas. Well, if any of that is true, Squarespace gives you everything you need to look like an expert right from the start. You even get a unique domain which strengthens your brand and makes it easier for visitors to find you. That's right. Something dot whatever. Whatever that is, people are going to find you easier. Plus, with Squarespace's award-winning templates, creating a beautiful website, it's a simple and intuitive process. I may have mentioned this once or twice before, but you can add and arrange your content and features with but the click of a mouse, my dear boy. There's nothing to install, nothing to patch, upgrade ever. Although, maybe you do have a question. Maybe you in addition to these ideas, you got questions rattling around in the old nog. Well, if you do, Squarespace's award-winning 24/7 customer support can help you with any problem, no matter how technical or trivial seeming. Think of them as your very own IT department. So, to make your next move and start your free trial, go to squarespace.com today. Enter offer code BANGBANG. You're going to get 10% off your first purchase. Again, that is BANGBANG, B-A-N-G, B-A-N-G. Squarespace, get those ideas on the old pewts. Hey everyone, want to tell you something we're excited about. We're excited to announce the launch of Stitcher Premium. It's the new subscription service that brings all your favorite free and premium podcasts together under one roof. And I'm assuming the roof is the screen of your phone, right? Yeah, that makes sense. With Stitcher Premium, you get access to all of the same exciting content as the Widow Howl app, More than 250 hours of exclusive original shows, ad-free archives, and bonus episodes of your favorite podcasts. And if you're a Widow Howl app subscriber, this is great news. With Stitcher Premium, you no longer have to switch apps. No more switching of the old apps to listen to premium content. You can listen to all of the exclusive Widow Howl app shows you love in Stitcher alongside your favorite free podcasts. Your Howl account info like favorites, playlists, listening history, all of that can be easily transferred over to Stitcher. To learn more about Stitcher Premium, just go to stitcherpremium.com/CBB. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. We have Liberty DeVito, obviously, and Billy Joel's drummer. And to my left, we have
Buzz.
we have, of course, Nick Kroll as Jeff Goldblum as the Fly. And this is exciting. We spoke to this person in Austin, Texas recently at the South by Southwest conference. Not a festival, a conference.
Yeah.
That's how they get around paying the bands, I believe. He is, I don't know what other way there is to say it, but he's a head in the jar. Please welcome Josh Yadigar.
What's up?
What is
man.
up?
Oh, man, so much.
So good
much.
to see you. This is Liberty. This is he's
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
percussionist by trade.
Nice to see
I guess
you.
not so much anymore.
No, not
Obviously,
by-
I'm a
get
head in
paid
a
for
jar,
it.
so I wink. I can't shake hands. It's great to
Yeah.
see you guys.
And then
man.
this is this fly buzzing around you.
yeah.
Nick Kroll as Jeff Goldblum as the Fly.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. My
Thanks for
body's
having
changing.
me, man. You know, since
Yeah, it's great to see you back.
Just a little about me. Since I saw you in Austin, for people that don't remember, when you were in Austin, around that same time, I grew up in the Austin area. When I was 20 years old, I got in a drunk driving accident that was my fault. My very rich father had me cryogenically frozen, my head chopped off so that at a later date they could reanimate my head or download my consciousness. A lot of that cryo world, they don't really know what they're doing.
The
They're just freezing-
singularity,
yeah.
they're just trying to
They're
eventually
freezing it for later.
Yeah, our brain patterns can be recorded somehow into ones and zeros, and then we have some sort of eternal life.
It's all bits and bytes, man. Yeah.
Can I ask, I don't know that I ever asked you this, why did they chop off your head? It seems like if they were to bring you back to life, you'd want that head.
Well, the head is the most important part. No, they were saving the head. That's what they were saving.
They threw away the rest of the body?
They threw away the rest of the body.
You miss your dick?
I do miss my dick.
Yeah.
I do miss my dick big time.
I bet.
Yeah, sometimes I'll like tape different. I'll have, or if I have an assistant or a friend around at the time.
How often do you have an assistant?
Not much. I'm kind of a tough boss.
Are
I
you
guess.
looking for one?
Hey, man, maybe. Let me ask you this.
How good are you at taping dicks on jars?
I've done it before.
Yeah, have you?
We get crazy on tour, I'm telling you.
Oh, because what I'm trying to do is just like approximate having a body. So sometimes I'll use French fries. Sometimes I'll use pieces of paper as arms and legs.
Like paper mache?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the two main things you use?
That's what
fries and paper?
there's always those are always nearby. But I'm looking
French
at
fries
those
make
sticks
great
of
ham.
yours, those drumsticks, and
Oh,
thinking,
yeah.
Thank you for bringing your drumsticks, by
All
the
right,
way.
carry them everywhere I go.
yeah,
Otherwise, how are people going to know what it is that you do?
Otherwise, yeah, they don't have to ask.
yeah.
Those drumsticks, they could be like arms, they could be legs.
Absolutely, yeah, and then you get a little dick down underneath my chin, and that's a whole person, as far as I'm concerned.
What about a pig in a blanket?
What?
For you to-
Nick as Jeff as Fly has a question. Go ahead.
Do you ever think about using a pig in a blanket?
Oh, as my dick?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away from foods because somehow I always end up near cats or birds, and they eat it. Yeah, that's why I don't use the
Why
fries.
are you
anymore.
always ending up near? And this is a question I wanted to ask last time. You had cats and birds backstage with you. Why are they always hanging around you?
Well, I think it's, who knows, tomato,
Mm.
but I think it's because I had food all over my
Could
jar.
Be. Could be.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm out here in LA to try to make some shit happen. I was kicking around Austin, and you inviting me on your podcast got me thinking, like, I want to be in this entertainment game.
That's interesting. I guess I never really thought you had a future past that one appearance, but I was surprised when my producer sat down and told me you were going to be on.
Yeah.
I presumed that you had something going on. Well,
I'm just trying to get things going. I'm here in LA to try to like make it happen.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
How did I back of a truck? Okay. I was actually an accident. I was partying with some friends. I have a lot of money, and sometimes people take advantage of me because I'll like pay for drinks or shots or whatever. I was partying with some people last night at South by Southwest.
It's still going on?
No, this is how I got it. This is a while ago.
Oh, the last night
The
of
last
South
night
by.
of, yeah. Oh, no, last night at, no, man, no.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we were really fucked up. It was the drummer from, that band Tick, Tick, Tick?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
spelled-
Chick.
Yeah.
Do you know the drummer to Chick?
No, I never met him. I'd love to.
Yeah. You like other drummers?
I mean, I like hanging out with them here, and I'm like, everyone always has their sticks, and it's like, hey, give me a little rat-a-tat.
Can I ask you a question? Are you friends with Tico Torres?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, no, my eyes don't
Liberty
focus
is
that
not
well.
used to people talking.
No.
Are you friends with Tico Torres? Because he was also a drummer who was fired from a major. He was Bon Jovi's drummer.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's in Jersey,
Yeah.
and I'm in Long Island.
Yeah.
That's not that far.
I think he's one of those
That's like
X-Rocks.
a 1.5 day walk.
You
How
don't
about a
drive
swim?
at all, huh?
Well, I don't
if
have
it was a
car.
combo swim
Yeah,
walk.
why don't you
Oh,
go
yeah, I could swim for sure.
down-
How about
down the
comboing it
coast?
with residing as well?
Well, I can't afford to live in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
Why do you need to live in Manhattan?
Because midway between Long Island and New Jersey is Manhattan.
Sure, so you could
That's where you
live.
stop
Okay,
over.
anyway.
It's like your current Germany.
I gotta say,
right.
the drummer of Def Leppard must burn you up. I mean, here's a guy whose arm was chopped off, and he doesn't get fired. That's like the ultimate sin.
I know. They gave him a computer. Billy could have given me a computer.
They'll just give you a computer.
Yeah.
You know?
So what? I want more money. I want to fuck prostitutes in your hotel room. Give me a computer.
It's very easy. I want more money. I want to fuck prostitutes in your hotel room. Give me a computer.
Yeah, it's a tough business,
That
man.
simple.
Why'd he fire me?
I actually think you guys might have some good businesses to do with one another.
Hey, man, listen, my dad
Can you
died. I'm heir to a disposable earplug fortune. So I
Aren't
have
all
shitloads.
earplugs disposable? They should be, shouldn't they?
They should be. Yeah, they should be.
If
yeah,
you're using
there's,
them
there's
more
fancy
than
ones
twice.
You can get. There's fancy ones you can get molded to your ear and stuff. But
Yeah.
those soft orange ones that you get at hotels,
Yeah.
that's us.
That's a one-time use, as far
Yeah.
as I'm
Do you
concerned.
Which is
produce
good
them, or
for
is
us.
it just a patent?
It's both. Thank you for asking. Yeah, that's we outsource a lot of it to they are foreign companies, but we pay a good rate. It's comparable to it's not comparable to U.S. pay at all.
Right, yeah.
But it keeps prices down. I don't get that involved with the business aspect.
Oh, sure.
of it.
Liberty, you must be using earplugs all the time when you drum. I mean, just because those drums are too loud.
You got to. But here's what I can say. Panera bread bowls. You rip off a little bit of bread, you stick it in your ears.
So why are you
don't
paying,
do that, man. Don't do that.
Why are
Why
you
not?
paying for these
It's
expensive earplugs when you can just
Exactly.
rip off Panera
If the
bread
bread's
bowls?
because if it's more than 3/4, you got to use it again. But if it's less than 3/4, you can do whatever you want with
Dude,
it.
we've done studies. The sound waves travel through bread. We've
Well,
done
also
all the foods.
don't those birds and kittens
That was the other
sometimes
thing,
they're
yeah.
attracted
Yeah.
to your ears?
Birds
That
and
is true. I've been
kittens.
attacked by birds a
Sometimes the
number of
birds and the kittens will gang up, and you'll have a flying kitten, and they'll come.
Birds
right in.
lift the kitten.
No, the birds and the
Yeah.
kittens. Don't you know the story of sexual awakening?
Wait, so the birds and kittens fuck and create like a hybrid animal that then attacks you?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I haven't heard about this.
Oh, you got to get up.
But I guess if there's a head in a jar, I mean,
It's a
anything
weird
can happen.
world. It's a weird. We live in a very interesting time.
Weirder than ever. I mean, what with bathrooms these days, and who knows who goes into which one.
Yeah.
I guess a head in the jar is just.
By
not
the
that
way,
straight.
I am not a bathroom. That's another fucking uncool thing that some of these people did.
So trans people cannot go to the bathroom
Nobody. I
inside your
prefer
jar.
nobody goes to the bathroom in me.
So you're not limiting it to
No.
trans people.
No,
you're
not
saying
at all.
anyone of any gender.
Anyone of any gender, I prefer them not peeing
Okay.
or pooping into my jar.
How often does that happen?
I do drink a lot, and I go to a lot of festivals and stuff. So people think it's
Conferences as well.
Conferences, yeah. And so I guess people think it's funny. Cigarette butts I can handle. I can, I'm not. I
Sometimes
get
that it flavors the gelatin that's in your jar.
Yeah,
You really live by, on the kindness of others, don't you? You must.
it. Well, that and my limitless earplug wealth. Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you consider the jar to be part of your body, or is it more of like an
that's a
outfit that
great
you wear?
Or is
question.
it clothes?
It's like a jacket I never take off. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
So you're like the strange guy who wears the same thing every day of his life.
Kind of.
Or you're a little like Michael Kors.
Is he the question mark suit guy?
I don't know.
That's Bill Nye.
Maybe.
I mean, that's Bill Nye.
No. Oh,
No,
you're
Bill
thinking.
Nye
You're,
is the science guy.
you're thinking of the Riddler.
Who's the guy that has government money, get government money for free?
I don't know.
He's faux nice.
We're all circling around the same type of guy, though.
Sure.
A white person.
Michael Kors is a very successful
white
clothing
pimp. Yeah.
designer.
Yeah, he's a clothing designer who wears the same outfit every day. It's like, because he hates choice. You're like Jason Mantzoukas. I should have just said that.
Well, I mean, again,
to
my head
promote
was
Jason
chopped
Mantzoukas'
off. My head was chopped off, so I don't know if it's so much. I don't have as much of a choice. I'm waiting for a donor body to come through, but it's tough.
Has anyone donated?
Yeah, who do you
If
think
I was
would
just
do
ahead, I'd be in a nice lemonade pitcher.
that? Really?
Yeah.
Hot summer day.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the problem. I've tried that. You know what the problem with that is? People keep serving you up, and then you lose all your fluids, and your skin gets dry.
Thank you
and
for
then,
Is I can't tell from here. Is there any liquid in the jar, or is it filled with liquid,
It's
or is
filled
it
with
clear?
liquid.
It's
Yeah.
okay. And how are you able to breathe and talk?
It's science.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
I don't
Okay,
really-
sorry. I didn't mean.
I just
to,
know.
I don't mean to
what
embarrass
happened
you.
is my head was in the jar, and then when you were in Austin, if you remember, there was lightning storms. It was a big storm.
Yeah,
that
big
weekend.
storm. Yeah.
Bolt of lightning hit the cryo storage facility.
right.
I got reanimated.
Science, right? Yeah. I recall that now. Yeah.
Great Zeus showing his strength.
Great Zeus. Is he?
Well, he
friends with
throws down
Jason
the lightning
Mantzoukas
bolt.
You're talking about?
Yes. Jason Mantzoukas. Would you quickly plug? How did this get made a podcast?
Okay,
here on
thank
the
you very
Earwolf
much.
Network?
Well, I don't know what there is for you to do out here in Hollywood. I'm not sure why you came. There's
Oh
not
man,
a lot
I want to like get in with the crowd. Like I can do. There's a lot of things I can do. I want
Can
to
you
like
party? Can you party?
I can party big time. I'm looking to be part of like a rap entourage.
Yeah, like the 3-6 Mafia Academy Award
That
winners.
or another current reference. Yeah.
Sorry.
2000.
Meow.
2007.
Claws in, cat. Look, what I'm trying to say is I don't know how much future there is for you in front of the camera.
Well, I'm thinking of doing some of these unboxing videos and creating. You know these
unboxing videos where someone gets a like
haul. You go out and shop and
Yeah.
you show the things that you purchased.
you get something like the day it comes
The
out
best
and you
purchase
show the
you made in
packaging.
the last couple of days.
Sunscreen. People keep leaving me outside. It's really hot in
Does
LA.
that come in a box?
Yeah, you want to do an unboxing of sunscreen? It seems like you would just squirt it all out onto a table or something.
Yeah, but that's the way. If you get some of this Bain de Soleil sunscreen,
The new hot sunscreen.
Yeah,
Bain de Soleil.
Bain de Soleil.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, weirder things have happened.
Wine traffic.
People have bought their way into various Hollywood projects. You have
fuck yeah.
Pia Zadora famously, I think, was in that movie about a woman. I can't remember. What
Oh
it was.
yeah,
got the Golden
it was
Globe.
bad. Didn't that character get raped or something? Was she in that with Jermaine Jackson?
Literally, Jermaine Jackson raped
know
her
they-
in
Is
a
that
movie.
Is that
From
Jermaine?
Jackson
Maybe,
5?
or they had a song
know
together or
Jackson
something
5?
like that.
I love the Jackson 5.
I don't think that this is germane to this conversation, though.
Oh, that's good. I'd give you a high five, but
Oh,
just
man, I
have it.
really
Do you
want
put
one.
the sunscreen on your skin, or do you put it on the?
I just
the
put
jar,
it in the
yeah.
jar. Yeah, I put it in the jar, and it'll
that-
get it'll.
Is
it
that how you
works.
drink your drinks too? Do you have
Yeah.
a crazy straw?
Like that song "Whiskey in a Jar."
Oh yeah,
The
Thin
jar,
Lizzy. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know the
yeah.
Thin Lizzy
You put
drummer?
it in there, and eventually it.
Met
it's
him
a-
once at a party.
You met Thin Lizzy once?
The drummer.
The drummer. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
So
Not
you-
Phil Lynott or whatever his name is.
No.
Who's that?
No.
I believe
He's the singer.
He's,
He's
the
the
singer.
singer. and-
Not interested.
Yeah, you don't like the melodies.
Ugh.
You
Anyone
seem
can
to-
write.
you
Anyone
seem
can
to
write a
hate
melody.
music.
Anyone can write a melody. What do you right now? Make up a song. You did it.
I wish I
You
had
did
a
it.
body.
No talent.
Is that the song you sing?
Yeah.
Let's hear some more of that. I kind of liked
I
it.
wish I had a body, because all I am is a head in a jar. A head in a jar. I'd like to go.
Your favorite move. Maybe I'm just, a suggestion. Put in a rat-tat-tat in there.
Okay. And I'll try to host podcasts.
Okay. I apologize. I apologize.
We got,
Speaking of
there's a
it.
weird vibe in here, guys. Sorry. I think it started when I talked about the 365 Mafia reference. I think I got us off to a weird direction.
365 Mafia. Boy, they're really expanding their
All
operation.
year long, they're the mafia.
What are they called?
3-6 Mafia.
I love that show, Kiefer Sutherland, 24/7.
Shouldn't it be 365 Mafia?
It should.
I believe the 3-6 has something to do with the area in which they live.
You know the area code 36.
I don't think it has to do with it. I don't
Zip
know.
code.
Is that Plymouth? The area code for Plymouth?
To be honest, I don't really
Because
know.
it was the first place.
It could.
But anyway, to get back to me,
Sure.
I just want to be famous. I feel like Paris Hilton is an inspiration
Huge
of mine.
star.
She didn't need the money, but she's famous for being famous.
She's
and
a
that's-
lot like you. She is rich,
Yep.
and then she did something weird. She sucked a dick, and she was famous.
You need
and-
somebody to fuck you in that jar.
Hey, I'd do that. I look good in night vision.
How do you know?
I've seen.
Would you ever want to be president?
Would I ever want to be president? Maybe. Of the America?
Yeah, of the America.
Of the America?
Yeah.
You do. Okay. Once we clarified, you're in.
I thought you meant of my dad's company because that is so.
Oh, I bet that's boring.
Fuck.
What do you have to do as president of the company? Like test out earplugs all the time?
You got to test out earplugs and just all these spreadsheets, all this bullshit. It's not fun, man.
A lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, president of the United States, super fun.
Yeah. Yeah. You just.
What do you think?
Am I wrong?
How about this current president we have?
What do you think about it, Nick, as Jeff, as Fly?
Well, everyone's buzzing.
Okay.
About
All
the
right.
job he's
Enough.
doing.
All right, enough.
I think it's. I gotta say, I think it's rad
What?
that Donald Trump is president.
Well, I mean, you know, it's an American success story, a lot like you. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're born with enough money, you can do anything,
Absolutely, man.
you know? So I think
Get reanimated as a head in a jar.
you may have a bright future ahead of you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, you can do it. I mean, Liberty, you're at the end of your career, perhaps.
I hope not.
You still want to.
I'm hoping for another comeback. Billy's still doing shows at MSG.
Would you play for someone else?
I don't know any other. I don't know how to play for anybody else.
What about Springsteen? You know, he's got a very similar vibe.
I'm not a
with
Jersey guy. I'm a New York guy.
What about
Wow.
Bon
Is it that
Jovi?
big a difference?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's huge.
Huge.
Huge difference. Huge difference.
Oh, I didn't meant to ask. What is your Billy Joel? What was your the Billy Joel cover band that was just drums? What was it called?
Rat-a-tat.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing I did that people don't know that I did this, but see if you recognize this. This is not a melody, but a lyric.
Okay.
Pressure!
Wait, you suggested that
No, that was me.
You sound,
that was you actually singing?
You
it.
must
when
have
he
gotten
screamed
paid
it, that was
quite
me.
well for that.
$3,000 a gig.
What about in the Queen song, "Under Pressure"? Was that you too?
It was
song?
just it was just Bono. It wasn't all of you too.
Bono?
Also, I want to promote a great podcast called.
Called You Talking You Two to Me? Thank you so much.
Oh no! I was gonna say who charted.
Oh, damn it. I want to promote a podcast, NT Shabs. That's a very good podcast people should listen to.
Empty Sheds? Is that what you said?
NT Shabs.
Empty Sheds.
Or versus Empty
And-
Sheds, which could be a podcast about
Empty Sheds is not
Liberty's current home.
That's right.
being
That's right.
empty.
Were
It is
all of
empty
your
right now.
possessions repossessed or
I never got them back. I have no idea. I lost my drums. I lost
Your
my
lawnmower?
clothes. Yeah, I didn't have my lawnmower. We were on tour, so I don't usually bring my lawnmower.
Did you walk out to California?
to?
How did you get?
Oh,
out
from
to-
here?
Yeah. How did
Yes.
you get here to
Yeah.
Los Angeles?
It's a 7-day walk.
seven? It
Seven?
seems
Is
like
that it?
would-
It's a very short. You must walk very quickly.
No, well,
it's
part
like
of it.
It's like a 4-day train
I was in the
trip.
back of a pickup truck for part of it. Oh, I kept walking because I'm doing a thing where I get my steps.
Oh, God. Wait, were you in the same pickup truck?
I don't know. Was it bumpy?
I'd say it was bumpy.
I think that was the same truck.
Wait, were you in a
all-
jar?
All pickup trucks are bumpy. Okay, you got to be
I
more
haven't been-
specific.
I haven't been in every
I
pickup
don't
truck.
have a lot of experience.
Wait, you were saying you were asking?
Did you notice a headless?
There was a jar.
with a head
Yeah?
in it?
I don't know what was in it because I don't like to stare.
Wait, you don't
You were
like to
just using
stare
it as
at
a bathroom?
inanimate objects?
Did you?
Well, I was like out of the corner of my eye. I was like, "That's a jar. There's something in it."
Yeah.
But
you
then I
don't
was
want
like,
to be. You
Did
don't
it,
wanna
let
be
me ask you
rude.
this: did it look like a cantaloupe with hair on it?
I mean, now that you say it,
I think that might have been me.
that was you.
I think that might have been me.
We could have been friends for a couple more days.
Yeah, you cry a lot, man.
Thank you.
That's weird.
Is it?
Well, because I have to wait until a bump slowly twists my head around so I can't see anything. So I just have to fill in the blanks with my imagination.
Well, the thing that I mostly cry about is the fact that Billy Joel fired me.
Right. Well, yeah,
Sure.
you were very articulate in your wailing.
Wait, what was he
every
saying?
year in the
Was-
He
summer
said, "I'm
solstice."
so sad that Billy Joel fired me."
Okay. Well, see, now you should have put it together quicker than you
You're right.
did.
Oh, but it could have been Billy Idol.
That's true.
It could have been Billy Bush.
Did you think
There's
someone
some
else
people-
might have been in that truck with you? He hasn't fired a lot of people. He has fired some people.
How many people do you think he's fired over the years?
I'm going to say 9.
Yeah, let's count them down. There's
9.
you.
Me. He
There's
fired.
Christy Brinkley.
Chris, you could call
like
it a firing.
firing from marriage.
Kind of firing.
Yeah.
I thought she fired him.
Elle McPherson.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that? He dated Elle McPherson before
this,
Christy?
this
serious?
guy is. It's
Dude, I'm
amazing.
going to be fine. I'm going to be
Slayer.
fine in Hollywood.
I bring in 2 prostitutes. He doesn't want to have sex with them. He has sex with Christy and Elle.
But he
Well,
let you have sex with them in
Maybe
his
he
room?
has different tastes.
He
than
didn't
you
let
do.
me, but I did.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I hire prostitutes
Whitney
sometimes.
Houston. Did you know that?
What?
He dated Whitney
Billy
Houston?
bedded Whitney Houston.
What?
Yes.
Whoa.
All on the same night.
Okay, I didn't hear this
He's
part.
playing the piano. Here comes Christy. Here comes
Percussion
Al.
instrument.
Here comes Whitney
Can I
Houston.
ask a question? Is this fan fiction that you've written?
No, this is
Billy
true.
Joel. I
Do
would
you
love
write
to
Billy Joel
read
fan
Billy
fiction,
Joel
though?
fan
I don't
fiction, by the
publish
way.
it. Okay.
I do want to quickly
When you
give it
say
a shout
publish
out.
it, you mean like in book form? Do you put it on the internet?
Oh, it's all on the internet. You can find it.
If you want to,
Yeah.
I'm going to plug something else real quick.
Yes, please.
I'm not at liberty to say.com.
Do you
By the
like
way-
that? Do you like to say that because
That's
your first name?
that's one of
That's
my
your
catchphrases.
catchphrase.
I'm not at liberty to say.com.
But you are ad lib. You are.
You are a
liberty.
liberty.
You are.
I am liberty, but I'm not at liberty to say.
Right. Look, before
The
you
Adventures of Young Billy Joel
yes, the fan
on
fiction.
YouTube. Kroll Show.
Well, look, guys, we're running out
Did
of
you know
time.
that? There are
I
two.
did.
Yes. Yeah.
We are running out of time, but we do need to get to our favorite feature on the show, and that is a little something called plugs.
I wanna hear those plugs, 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 plugs. Tell me what you're doing, tell me what's been brewing. I wanna hear those plugs. Tell me all about your plugs.
Ooh, I like it. That was I Want to Hear Those Plugs by Yuri Westrich.
No drums in that, I noticed.
Yeah. But
liked
although hitting the guitar almost like percussion.
That was
in a
torture
way.
for me.
I'm back.
Hey, wait, you're back as Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm back from the side of the wall.
Okay, great.
The side of the wall.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are you on the side? Just like land right
Isn't
on
the
the
wall
face of it.
inherently the side?
That's true. That's a good point. Nick, what do you want to plug?
I got nothing to plug.
Okay, great. Josh.
A couple of
Yannick.
things. Look for my unboxing videos on YouTube. I'm going to be unboxing some sunglasses, some new sunscreen, and I'm going to be. Chris Brown is actually hiring me for a party. Some of his guests.
Oh, that's great, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
What are you going to do at the party?
Well, his entourage. I guess they're going to get coked up and just throw quarters at me.
Oh.
And try to like move my head around.
Are you afraid that it'll break the actual jar? What happens if that happens?
No, it's a tough jar. It's a tough jar. Yeah. But anyway, I figure like I just need to get in, start from the ground up. This business.
Is
so.
it an unbreakable jar or is it?
It's an unbreakable jar.
It is?
It's an M. Night Shyamalan jar.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Liberty, what do you want to plug?
From 3:30 to 3:45 on Mondays and Wednesdays, in the back behind Panera, I play the drum parts that I think should have been on the River of Dreams album.
Oh, okay. So let me sing one of the songs, even though that'll be torture for you. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep. La da 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 da. Oh God, this is really dissonant. Oh no, that was like Porky Pig saying
Liberty?
"That's all, folks" or something.
I think, unlike most things, this one's on Billy.
Okay, that's great. Anything else to plug?
And
or-
at night, I watch this show's. It's a new one on TBS called Wrecked. I really love that show, but people got crashed in a plane, and I know how they feel. You know?
Ooh,
Sometimes I
yeah.
imagine that.
Well, you never got on that plane.
Exactly.
Do you ever
exactly.
envision that the plane has crashed that Billy was on when he left Sweden?
Oh, I've had that dream.
Have you ever thought that maybe you got on the plane and the plane crashed and this is all just like
Kind of a dream,
afterlife,
like an afterlife.
Yeah, this is like the end of Lost. By the way, spoiler alert, but the very last episode of Lost when they're all in a church.
Oh, I
you
wish I
find
had
out
some
it's-
of his family's earplugs right now.
Anyway.
Reach into my.
Oh, you forgot you don't have pockets.
Hey, anybody on that show have their head chopped off?
No, there's a guy that's been crushed. A lot of people stabbed and shot.
You should have
no
somebody
heads
whose
cut
head
off.
got
Do you ever
chopped
watch
off.
anything else when you're watching TV?
Oh yes, I also watch a show. What's it called? Playing House.
Oh, that comes back tomorrow, doesn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, Friday
Friday
night.
night. Yeah,
that's great.
So yeah,
Lennon Parham, Jessica St. Clair.
that's right.
Oh, that's a good show.
Yeah,
Great show.
So that show also, I like to watch that show.
Good writing on that show.
Oh, such good
I
writing.
saw an episode the other day, episode 4 of the current season, I believe.
Oh, you like to
Such-
watch them out of order?
Yeah, yeah, of course I do. Such good writing on that
Oh,
episode.
good. That's nice to know.
I want to plug, hey, we got some new stuff in the store. We're getting those U2 t-shirts back, by the way. They've been so popular.
Oh, I do
they've
want
been
to plug.
sold out.
Actually, speaking of, I do want to plug something.
Yeah,
the
what do you got?
podcast. You two talking to me too.
You too, talking to me too. Also, you can see the final 10 episodes of Comedy Bang Bang on Netflix right now. Also, if you're an Emmy voter, fucking vote for us. We might have a shot this year, weirdly, now that Key and Peele and Amy Schumer are gone. So if you're one of those weirdos who votes on Emmys, vote
Kroll
for
show
us.
never an issue.
Well, you got out. You got out the game.
Yeah, we
before-
got out. Luckily, we got out before we got fucking pinned with getting nominated for Emmys.
All right, let's close up the old plug bag.
Talk about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags.
All right, guys. That's your signature move. That and the rat-tat-tat.
Yep.
Want to thank you, Nick. Thank you so much.
Oh, God bless you.
Good luck for all your projects. Josh, always good to see you. I
Great
mean,
to see
I don't
you.
know what,
If
fate-
somebody could carry me out of here, that would be
I got
so
you, bro.
rad.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got an
Right
electric scooter I can stick you on.
on. Oh, cool.
and Liberty.
Ah,
You know,
thank you.
maybe this, you're maybe in the twilight of your years.
Billy, call me.
All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, all you handbook heads out there. Oh, yeah. I know you love Hollywood Handbook. Check out Hollywood Masterclass with Shonk Lemons on Stitcher Premium if you like that. Shonk Lemons is Sean Clemens. Get it? Shonk Lemons? Clever girl, as they say in Jurassic Park. In Hollywood Masterclass, Shonk Lemons guides Hollywood Handbook recurring guest Ben Rogers, through the world of the artist, and they don't let up until they've completed their contractual agreement. Hollywood Handbook fans, you do not want to miss this 6-episode Stitcher Premium exclusive. To hear the trailer and start your free trial, just go to stitcherpremium.com/masterclass and use promo code masterclass at checkout to get a 1-month free trial. A month. Wow. I bet it's 31 days too. These guys are amazing. That's stitcherpremium.com/masterclass and use promo code masterclass.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.